Chad and I are super excited to dive into and show you guys this 1971 Chevy Malibu. This car was one owner until 2010. It's got 37,000 original documented miles, but I think you're gonna look long and hard before you find a Chevelle as rust-free and original as this one right in front of us.
Super cool. Original paint and interior, and as you mentioned, rust-free. If you go underneath, as far as the floors, frame, trunk has original spackling. The floors are the cleanest I've ever seen as far as never been restored. Just super cool.
And the whole body, I mean, the gaps are great. It's straight up and down.
Yeah, you stand here and it looks like a show car. You get up close, there is some, you know, a lot of the paint's cracking, but hell, it's original.
Numbers matching 350, it runs like a top.
Air conditioning, power steering, the air works, freaking AM FM radio works, 37,500 actual documented miles.
Original paint on the hood.
Yeah, original paint here. We did put a new Napa Legend battery on it, changed the oil, put new battery ends on it. That's all we had to do to this car. That's it. I mean, it's just a turnkey time capsule.
That's neat. I love stuff like this that's so original. It takes you right back to 71.
Yeah.
You just don't see them like that.
Isn't that cool? Original chrome. I mean, I'm not going to say original again because the whole damn thing is original. No, I'm not going to say that again after this. That's the last one. Original. All right. As far as we go to the front chrome, grill, all of that stuff's in great shape. Got a lot of little paint checks. I'm not gonna point them out, guys. Original paint. You can see here where the paint is chipped. That's bare metal.
Just pretty fantastic.
Brand new tires done. The previous owner put new tires on it about a year ago. Bottom of the front fender, door. Look how the door fits in there. I mean, nothing's ever been touched on the body that I can really see at all.
Another thing, for the factory vinyl top that came from the car, the factory, no bubbles, no issues in that.
Back shelf is just a little bit of sun wear. Back seat is mint. Again, if you look right on top of the paint, there is checking pretty much all over here and there.
Off the trunk.
Yeah, let's do that. Single exhaust, back bumper, has good chrome on it. The body's super straight.
I put about 15 miles on this thing yesterday. I
Awesome.
love driving it, and it drives beautiful.
Everybody at the whole entire shop loves this car. I mean, it's just, like you said, you step back into 1971. Paint under the trunk jamb is excellent. It's got the original jacking instructions. It's got a Sears tire here. It still has the, I don't know where it's at. It had the sticker on it still. The jack's all in place.
Spackling.
Yeah. It's all factory spackling in here. The windows and rubbers and stuff like that. It's hard not to say that word.
I know it is hard.
I'm trying. Door jamb paint. It's in good shape still. And you can see there's some little spots that kind of went down to bare metal here. Some little scratches on that. Corner of the door, rust-free. Inside fender is excellent. Door jamb paint, still just the way it was in 1971.
And the door panels, you know, for being original, look brand new. The really only issues in this interior is, you know, the seats.
The driver's side seat is it. Other than that, a couple little spots, a couple little burn holes in the headliner. Dome light works. Visors are nice. Carpet is this is the same as well. Isn't it great? Back seat is mint. Door panels are mint.
And the amount of documentation that we have with this car is fun. We spent an hour the other morning, Chad and I, going through all the documentation. And
what was really cool is it's like we were detectives. So we went through every year, every mile, everything to make sure everything made sense, make sure everything was correct, and it was. The other thing I thought we were going through, we were like, oh, she got a divorce in this year. You know, we could go through.
Just changed her last name.
Yeah.
The same address.
I think she has every pretty much registration too.
Yeah.
She parked this thing in 1989, right?
Yep.
In a storage unit and hid it from her ex-husband. She passed away in 2010. It was sold.
It was still in the storage unit, and then
Yep.
guy bought it and went through it again.
And it was in his collection for 10 years, and then the third owner had it for a year and a half, 2 years. Just had some fun with it in his garage. Came out of, went from Missouri to Colorado. So look at the dash is just absolutely phenomenal. The cleanliness of the whole entire dash and the gauges, 37,596 miles. Going through that, we also found a couple things like where a guy had wrote the mile down wrong. You know what I mean? It's just some little errors.
Yep.
So it's pretty cool. Not many cars that we get in with this kind of documentation and this kind of story, and we buy and sell at least 20 a month, so pretty rare find here.
You just don't find a Chevelle like this. You know, a lot of them were beat on and they rotted. And
you know how hard it is for me not to put a set of torque thrusts and 15s with raised white letters and jack it up a little bit in the back and just make that muscle. It's just super tough, but I'm going to let that be to the next owner to do whatever the hell they want to do.
Yep.
But I can't bring myself to do it because it's just so much of a time capsule.
Neat car. But like I said, just in that.
There's some little chips here. I mean, that's not, you see surface rust, but that is just a paint chip with bare metal under it. That's it. Bottom of the doors are awesome. Same thing here. That's primer right there, guys. That's a little paint chip on the original paint. The thickness on this paint is minute. Everywhere you look that there's a chip, it's bare metal.
Yeah.
Same thing here on the top of the fenders really kind of got the brunt of it, just from the sun and stuff like that, but it's all bare metal original paint. Cool. Inside corner of the door is mint. Door panel, driver's side is just as nice as the passenger side. Door jamb, same thing. Driver's side seat does need a seat bottom if you want to replace it, otherwise keep it the way it was. So here's the thing, it's not only a time capsule as far as the paint, floors, interior, but just the mechanics of this car are unbelievable as well.
Yeah, drives excellent. And the fact that everything works, all your lights there in the dash.
Labor,
Original AM radio.
Friends in the Democratic Party.
Ooh, here we go. So we switch it to FM, see if that works.
I'm not sure that the FM one came in when I tried it yesterday.
That's not good. That's disappointing.
The air works. Everything moves free. Gas gauge works. I filled it up with gas yesterday.
Cool car. Power steering, really nice. Damn thing's responsive for that.
Yeah, it is.
352 barrel.
It's definitely not a worn out drivetrain.
No.
It shifts good and it's got good power.
I think we gotta take this old girl through town. It's just one of those cars.
Yep.
Speedometer works great. The lenses are all crystal clear.
It almost looks like there's nothing there. The lenses.
Oh, it's so nice.
Yeah, the gal who had this, for that many years, the first owner, took such good care of it.
And what kind of got me is we went through every year and every receipt and all the miles and stuff. She did a ton of stuff. Usually when you have low miles like that, you don't need to replace the battery that much. You don't need to do this. But she went overboard with all the maintenance.
Yeah, she had like a list, and she, was what didn't get done when it needed it. It got done at a certain amount of miles, before it needed it.
Or like every year, 4 or 5 years, you got to change this. Well, they did it, even though it only had like 3,000 miles on it.
Yep.
5 years.
But one thing I noticed driving it, no wind noise.
Nothing. Look how nice it drives. I mean, the steering is perfectly straight as far as our brakes go. No pull left or right. No way. The washers work.
Yep.
That's crazy. Again, that brake pedal's way up high on it. Feels great.
The speedometer's accurate too. I checked that when I drove it because
it's so quiet. It's crazy. crazy.
Yeah, I like this car a lot.
We just had our team Tuesday meeting at 12:30, and our lead mechanic. We have really cool car guys. We have Hemi Chargers, $100,000 cars, and our lead mechanic asked if he could take this car to a car show.
Yep.
So that tells you about what our mechanic's thoughts are on a car like this.
Yep.
He's went through the whole car. He's like, man, he could take any car out of all of them. We got some pretty cool shit right now.
If we still got
chose to drive this car.
Yeah. If we still have it, that is.
Yeah, I said we probably won't have it in the next 2 weeks, but if we do, I'm gonna let him take it. But
it speaks a lot for the car.
it does. That's why I wanted to bring that point up. That was pretty cool. How about that? I mean, here's the bumpiest part in town right there. Suspension's really nice. Shocks are great on it. Like I said, if it needed shocks, she fixed them. I mean,
Yeah. That's what's neat too, is you think something like this that's, you know, so original would not ride and drive the way it does, but it's kind of impressive.
yeah, super tight going around that corner.
Kick down works. Shift smooth. It's a good car.
I know, we're not, definitely not going to squeal the tires or beat on it at all, but it still is pretty quick, guys. So as we're going up, if we want to go ahead and get a little faster speed, she does it. They're 60 mile an hour, 65, no vibration. What, 70 right now? And you said the speedometer's accurate.
Yep, it's
There
maybe
is
1
no
mile an hour
You don't hear a thing.
No.
Super quiet. There's no vibrations. There's no shakes, rattles.
Yeah. Pretty special car.
Very nice. Fly in and drive it home. Seriously.
Check it out on the website, coyoteclassics.com. Link to the website is in the description of this video. More information, price, pictures of the documentation, all on there. Thank you for watching.